for the pledge of allegiance. I believe to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please call the roll.
Straley.
Here.
Rediger.
Here.
Phipps.
Here.
Murphy. Calderon.
Here.
Bryant.
Here.
Saunders.
Here. Section 3.1, approval of the agenda. Can I get a motion to approve the agenda for tonight?
So moved.
Second.
Rediger.
Yes.
Phipps.
Yes.
Calderon.
Yes.
Bryant.
Yes.
Straley.
Yes.
Saunders.
Yes. 3.2, action items from closed session. We have closed session minutes from December 18, 2024. Does anyone have any corrections, edits? Hearing none, can I get a motion to approve?
I'll move. Second.
Phipps.
Yes.
Calderon.
Yes.
Bryant.
Yes.
Straley.
Yes.
Rediger.
Yes.
Saunders.
Yes. Section 4, communications. 4.1, we are recognizing CACC Students of the Month for November and December.
Okay, so for November, we have Riley Hurley for cosmetology.
Come up and stand right here. Hang on for just a second.
Sienna Daniels for early childhood. Nicholas Lockhart for ENT. Tanner Ely for HVAC. Madison Bringett for work-based learning. Taylor Hudson for welding. Henry Lipsmeyer for law enforcement. And Nora Rubicek for nursing assistant.
All right, actually just stay, maybe move yourselves down to the left, just a little bit. And then we'll stand up and we'll get a picture.
Congratulations.
Your parents can also do the same.
Whenever the parents are done, we're good.
All right.
Congratulations. Nice job.
Here you go. You are, of course, welcome to stay for the rest of the meeting and also welcome to leave. Congratulations.
Let's go.
All right, 4.2 is an opportunity for visitors to address the school board concerning any agenda topic. All right, seeing none, section 5 is consent agenda items. Is there anything that anyone would like to pull? All right, hearing none, can I get a motion to approve the consent agenda items?
So moved. Second.
Calderon.
Yes.
Bryant.
Yes.
Straley.
Yes.
Rediger.
Yes.
Phipps.
Yes.
Saunders, yes. Section 6 is personnel consent agenda items. Is there anything that anyone would like to pull?
right, hearing none, can I get a motion to approve the personnel consent agenda items?
So moved.
I'll second.
Bryant.
Yes.
Straley.
Yes.
Rediger.
Yes.
Phipps.
Yes.
Calderon.
Yes.
Saunders.
Yes. Section 7 is new business.
Congratulations, Mr. Gibson.
Oh, yep, sorry. So sorry, it's like moving through the agenda. So yes, we do want to recognize that, Mr. Gibson is in the audience today, and we just approved him to be the new principal at GIS, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Sorry, I was in business
I
mode.
know. That's why I was like.
Sorry. Totally forgot, they told me before. All right, section 7, new business. 7.1 is the approval of the practical assessment exploration system. Can I get a motion to approve?
I will move.
I'll second that.
Straley.
Yes.
Rediger.
Yes.
Phipps.
Yes.
Calderon.
Yes.
Bryant.
Yes.
Saunders.
Yes. Section 7.02 is the 7th, 8th English Language Arts Resource Adoption.
So every year we bring a recommendation to adopt new curriculum materials for various content areas throughout the district, and this year it is new materials for grades 7 and 8 English Language Arts classes. Our team vetting materials beginning last spring really took a lot of time, and our teachers have selected HMH as the new resources that they would like to move forward with, pending your approval tonight for implementation beginning next year.
Anyone have any questions?
Are there any major changes in content from what we've seen before?
We still follow the Illinois Learning Standards. These are just the resources that support those same standards. And it's a 6-year adoption.
Any other questions?
Make a motion to approve. I'll second.
Rediger.
Yes.
Phipps.
Yes.
Calderon.
Yes.
Bryant.
Yes.
Saunders.
Yes.
Straley.
Yes.
Okay, 7.03 is the disposal of equipment at GHS.
Nope.
Okay.
Some stoves, some file cabinets, and some dryers. That met their life.
All right, can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Phipps.
Excuse me. Yes.
Calderon.
Yes.
Bryant.
Yes.
Straley.
Yes.
Rediger.
Yes.
And Saunders.
Yes. 7.04 is amendments to the health life safety projects.
So you approved a health life safety project to add cameras at 4 sites. We also approved the use of the annual maintenance grant through ISB to help offset this project. And after laying out the camera positioning, and looking at where we might have some voids in coverage, we would like to add additional cameras at Ball Elementary and Glenwood Middle School, with an estimated cost of $8,000 for Ball Elementary and the middle school for $2,000. And since it is attached to a health life safety process, it requires board approval for that to occur.
Any questions? All right, hearing none, can I get a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Calderon.
Yes.
Bryant.
Yes.
Straley.
Yes.
Rediger.
Yes.
Phipps.
Yes.
Saunders.
Yes. 7.05 is first reading of press policies, which is information only. 7.06 is superintendent contract renewal. Does anyone have any comment or anything you want to say? hearing none, can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Bryant,
Yes.
Straley,
Yes.
Rediger,
Yes.
Phipps,
Yes.
Calderon,
Yes.
Saunders.
Yes. Section 7.07 is Assistant Superintendent Contract Renewal. Is there anything anyone wants to say? All right, hearing none, can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Straley,
Yes.
Rediger,
Yes.
Phipps,
Yes.
Calderon,
Yes.
Bryant,
Yes.
Saunders.
Yes. Section 7.08.
Madam President, can I
Yeah.
just make a,
Absolutely.
I should have done it before the vote, but I just want to say that I was very glad to support the contract renewal with the superintendent and assistant superintendent. I think they do a great job, and so I'm glad they're back for several more years. So just want to say thank you for your service. And everybody does a great job, but just want to point that out because it's on the agenda.
Thank you. All right, section 7.07 is the Vision 2030 board resolution. So I'm gonna read this, and then we're gonna vote on this. So Vision 2030 is a collaborative effort between the Illinois Association of School Administrators, Illinois Association of School Boards, Illinois Principals Association, Illinois Association of School Business Officials, Illinois Association of Regional Superintendents of Schools, Superintendents Commission for the Study of Demographics and Diversity, Illinois Alliance of Special Education Administrators, and the Association of Illinois Rural and Small Schools to improve outcomes for children from all backgrounds across Illinois. Some of the key strategies of the plan are provide a blueprint to enhance K-12 public education through future-focused learning, shared accountability, and predictable funding. Articulates our shared commitment to putting systems and processes in place that support all school districts throughout the state and sharing what works for our kids and our communities. Details our plans to advance policy, legislative and fiscal solutions, leverage public resources, and preserve local flexibility and leadership so that the important decisions about curriculum and finances are made closest to home. So, it is the recommendation of the administration that the board approve this resolution of support for Vision 2030. Can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
I think it was simultaneous.
It's like Laura and
Wait,
Andrea.
It doesn't matter.
Andrew said. Andrew said.
Simultaneous.
Sorry. Rediger,
Yes.
Phipps,
Yes.
Calderon,
Yes.
Bryant,
Yes.
Straley,
Yes.
Saunders.
Yes. Section 8 is communications, and up first we have a food service update.
Good evening, how's everybody doing?
Good.
Congratulations, oh, did Kendall leave? Congratulations, Kendall. Okay. Been fighting a cough all day, so hopefully I can get through this without coughing too much. We'll kind of breeze through the first couple slides. These are things I share with you just about every year, just as reminders of what we do. Current staffing update, in addition to myself, we have 20 part-time and then 22 full-time. Currently, we have, this says 5 open positions, but unfortunately, a couple things changed since I did this presentation. We now have 7 part-time positions open and still just 1 full-time. K-8 schools participate in the National School Lunch Program, School Breakfast Program, and again, the high school is a la carte like it's been for a number of years. Some of the things we've been doing the past few years, and we continue to do, try it on Tuesdays at the elementary school. We pick one Tuesday a month and try new food. February is going to be plantains. Food service surveys and the Friday favorites. Typically do a fall and a spring survey. So we'll send out a spring survey here shortly, again, let the students kind of give their input on what they like to eat. And I'm thinking about doing a new survey this year for the for the 8th graders who are coming into high school, because there's always this question of what do the kids miss once they leave the other schools. So we might do a survey for those 8th graders, say, hey, what would you like to see carried over to high school, and see if there's some things there that they do like, or what we could carry over that we knew would be popular. Last year we tried doing some plant-based alternative testing. Unfortunately, the products came in a little late, and they came in kind of in small amounts, so it was hard to do a really good testing. But we're gonna try that again this year. I've got a couple companies lined up that we can hopefully get some samples from to try some of those plant-based alternatives. So we're talking, we're not talking like salads and fruits and vegetables. We're talking like a patty, a chicken patty or a burger patty that's made out of plant items. So give a few more options for the students that may not want to have a meat or animal products in their diet. Local food for schools. Last year we went with Gregorich Farms. This year we don't have a vendor picked out, but we'll look at doing that again this year. We have about $7,500 for that, and that will probably hit about April or May menus. Again, some of it's going to depend on what vendor we go with, what products we might want to choose, but again, just another option for us as far as funding we can use to offset some of our costs. So I decided to kind of do a historical thing, just to kind of give you guys an idea of where we were and where we are. When we look at eligibility data, it's based on our October claims. That's the way State Board of Education does it. And currently it only includes kindergarten through 8th, because again, it's only National School Lunch Program we're basing those claims on. So high school isn't in it and pre-K isn't in it currently. We'll talk about that in a second. We get our eligibility data based on household applications, direct certification, and then any liaison documentation. We have someone that says, yes, they're absolutely determined to be free for benefits, or eligible for benefits. So the trend, so I didn't put every year up there, but I just wanted to show you kind of how we were progressing. So from FY 2008, where we were only 14% free and reduced, we hit a high of 25.8 last year, and I was a little shocked we dropped this year. It seemed like I was processing more applications and doing more determinations, so I thought we'd still stay close to that 25%, so I was a little shocked that we dropped down a little bit. There is no data for 2001 and 2022 because those are COVID years, and those would have been crazy eligibility years anyway.
Can I ask a question about the drop in 25?
Yeah.
Are you confident that the drop is caused by the need not being there any longer, or
No,
that people aren't
I'm
filling
not.
out the applications?
I'm not. So the good thing, the good resource we have, so State Board of Education and DHS partner together to give us something we call direct certification. So I can directly pull students in and
I see.
determine them to be either eligible for free or eligible for reduced based on Medicaid. The household applications, it's purely optional. So meaning I can't make someone turn in an application. Do I think there's a number of households that are missing? Absolutely. So it goes from year to year. You may have someone that just thinks, oh, we've always had it. So we always do the refreshers, and I typically do, we pull monthly data to hopefully pull in students every month. And I typically do 2 to 3 reminders other than the first start of the year. I typically do 2 to 3 reminders of the year, telling people you can apply at any time. You're not stuck where you are. And I even had a parent call today. They said, hey, our situation has changed, and now we need more assistance. So people are allowed to reapply at any time. If they're able to get better benefits, that's what we want to do, because it not only helps them, it helps the district also. So no, I'm not confident that that's necessarily accurate. It's encouraging people to continue to apply as we need.
And just a follow-up to that, I guess, the staff in the cafeterias see these kids every day, right? They interact with them, and so I guess to the extent there would be a kid who the application wasn't turned in, but they may be affected by that, your staff would know that.
Yeah, I would say, I've only worked in one district, but I would say we've got some really great staff that are very aware and let me know, hey, especially staff within the buildings. So the secretaries, hey Chad, we've got a new student coming in. So as soon as we get a new student, I immediately check to see if I can direct certify them. We try to get them the info so that they know how to apply. Secretaries relay that information to them. So we really try to stay on top of it. But again, I'd love for it to be somewhat mandatory. But again, you can't, and again, people I think are concerned, confidentiality.
Right.
But the only people that know are truly myself and some of the food service staff. Most of our regular food service staff don't even know what kids are free, reduced, paid.
You see what I'm getting at though, is like,
Yes.
I don't want the lack of an application to have someone not getting a.
No, we
a
try,
funding.
again, we try as best we can to get everybody on benefits, because again, it not only helps family, it helps us also. There's a lot of things that we are determined by better free and reduced, numbers.
Thank you.
Jen, could the adjustment in number also be related to the fact that we also have adjusted thresholds that occur each year?
A little
So-
bit, and so we'll kind of touch on this with, we have had some, this meal claim data. So this is, when we talk about free and reduced percentage, again, it's all based on meal claim data. So I did a trend for this also. And you can see where we hit our highs coming off of COVID in that 22-23 year, where we had crazy breakfast numbers. Our lunch dropped off just a little bit, but not anything tremendous or significant. That type of participation, we were hoping it would keep people interested, and again, saying, hey, you were getting these meals for free or at a better rate before because of all these different benefits or options that were out there. To stay on it, let's apply. But again, we're kind of at the mercy whether they do it or not. But we've also have had some trailing off of our enrollment numbers, which also might affect who we're bringing into the district or who stays in the district. So there is some influence on that also. 24-25, the breakfast numbers, unfortunately dropped off a little bit more. We've had some change in services, so how the meals are being served, especially at the elementary schools. They were doing grab and go, but now they've gone back to the in-cafeteria seating, so the numbers have dropped a little bit from that also. So we've got all of our regular funding sources, state and federal reimbursements, supply chain assistance funds, which are carryover from COVID. The last of those funds will run out this year. And then our planned assistance level, those are benefits we get from the USDA. We apply for USDA foods and Department of Defense. Those are based on our meal count. So again, the more people we have participating, the better that funding is for us. Local foods for schools, student and adult a la carte sales. A la carte for the K-8 schools is mainly at the middle school, but all the milk we sell throughout the school is considered a la carte. And then high school is purely student and a la carte sales. And then some of the district cost saving measures, the LaSalle Purchasing Cooperative and Coal Wholesale have been great for us. The bid pricing they give us, the wide selection of products, the freedom to add items to the bid at any time. And it's nice, we have such a great selection of products. We're talking every month, I'm periodically checking items to see if a new product's come in, it's a better price, better product, better cost, whatever we can do. Offer versus serve at the kindergarten through 8th grades. If you guys aren't familiar with that or don't remember what that is, that allows students to select their meal. So rather than the whole meal being plated and trade up, and then they end up throwing up our food, they select the items they want so that there's less waste. The cycle menus help us limit a little waste because we can find the items that are really popular. Share bins. Student doesn't like something, if it's something that's sealed, closed, and can be reserved, we put it in a share bin. It can either be selected by another student again, or if someone's still hungry, or they need snacks in the nurse's office, whatever it might be, allows us some freedom to do that. On-site packaging of our fresh fruits and vegetables, we have an Econo Pack system, where we're able to get these in rather than coming sealed already, which is a little more costly, we package them on site. And then our USDA foods and our DoD fresh fruits and vegetable programs.
And Chad, if I remember correctly, I think that at one point, we were the largest school in the purchase co-op.
We still are.
That was my
So,
question, we still?
We're pretty lucky. And they treat everybody in the co-op really well. But we're pretty lucky, because I was talking to the rep when he was here about a month ago. And I said, does that help us? And he said, yeah, pretty much you can kind of say, hey, we want to serve this, we want to serve that. When we were with our prior distributor, even though we were a pretty big district for that distributor also, it was a fight to get anything on bid. Whereas usually if I ask for something on bid, to go on bid, it's usually within 2-3 weeks, it's a bid item. So that allows us to menu a little bit more freely also. So when we do these student surveys, if I see something that a student like throws out there, I'm like, where are we gonna get that from? If it's not on bid, I can go see if Cole has it, and then say, hey, we're gonna start menuing this item regularly. The only thing they want is a guarantee that we're truly gonna keep ordering it in a decent amount. So that it's worked out really well for us. But yeah, we can kind of set the tone for what, and I think it's been a benefit to the other districts also, because we've added a lot of things that weren't on the bid previously. Some mid-year changes. So I kind of talked about the eligibility data and some other information. The pre-K program, so that pre-K program out at Ball Elementary has gone through a few different ways that it's been funded. There's been some grant funds for it that have come and gone over my years here. We've had additional funds or overflow funds that we've used, or they've restructured how they've done some things and then gave us some money for that. But prior to Charlotte leaving the last year here, we kind of decided to continue to fund it through regular funds because we still had a number of carryover funds from our COVID years. You know, we're one of the districts that was lucky to come out of COVID fairly well. We were getting to that time where a decision had to be made on how we were going to continue to do pre-K because the grant funding wasn't going to be guaranteed that we'd be there. So we decided to officially add pre-K program to the meal program. So the morning students are enrolled in school breakfast, and the afternoon students are enrolled in National School Lunch Program, and we actually start officially claiming them this month. So we'll have some additional funds coming in for that. We did divide out their budget so we can kind of track a little bit better what those pre-K kids, what their cost of the program truly is. But that'll be something that might help our eligibility data, but also bring some more additional funds into the district. The other mid-year change we did was the addition of a new self-serve salad bar. And this was a good one because we already had a salad bar on site that we had gotten a grant for previously. We used it, and it was kind of cumbersome. Where are we going to place it? So we kind of sealed it away. And then Sabrina, the manager out at GMS, said, hey, we want to start doing some things differently because we want to allow the students more freedom. So whereas they used to have pre-made salads for the kids to take, now the kids can build their own salad and they've got more toppings to choose from. It's allowed the staff to change what they do for their staff labor hours. So if you ever get a chance to go into GMS, they're probably one of the best locations for as far as selection of fruits and vegetables. She has quite a bit, and if anybody says their kids don't like fruits and vegetables, they need to come to GMS and watch them, how quickly they go through these things. So they transitioned from a lot of cupped fruits to more fresh fruits that they package with a counter-pack system we have. And the good thing about that, again, is that they can bulk pack, and then they can carry over from day to day, so we have less waste. Crystal clear bags that present really well, makes the food look really good. But they've expanded those fresh fruits and veggies so that presents better. It's a little more appealing to the students. There's some initial upfront costs. We've had to order in some additional trays for how we're going to do that because we're trying to get them to tray up things themselves rather than us having to package everything. So we had an initial upfront cost of some trays. In the long run, we're going to save money on some of those plastics. Some of the disposables that we were using, we won't be using anymore. So we'll pay off in the long run. In addition to, we're hoping for less waste. That's one of the things that I always question on what we do. We brought a new product in a couple months ago, and we found out it was packaged in a plastic cup with a plastic seal around it. It's hard for the kids to open. It was a lot of plastic when we threw it away. So they were on the menu one time, and we kind of took them off. And I said, we'll use them periodically, but it was just too much waste. So again, always looking for ways to save money, less waste, less work with custodians, hopefully. It's a lot of trickle down that we hope will help out in the long run.
Is there any improvement? I know when you first started, the way that kids got served at the middle school just recently, it caused quite a backup in like the line, and I was hearing from students that they weren't getting time to eat.
I think it's like anything. So whenever you change something from the way you were doing it or the way they're used to doing it, there's a little bit of probably the couple of days I've been out and watched them work the salad bar, there's a little bit of a delay there, so we've problem solved a couple things, talking about how can we speed it up, how can we present it better. There is opportunity that we may be able to put a second bar out if we need to, so we already have some supplies on hand. But that's one of the other things I'm gonna talk about, is some additional things we might wanna do to help make all our locations a little bit better as far as that goes. So, some upcoming projects, our pizza and dairy bid, our current contracts end this year, so we'll have to go out to bid for those products. Dairy, there's pretty much only one, game in town, Prairie Farms, so we'll see what we do there. We can get milk from Cole, but the good thing about Prairie Farms is part of their contract with us, we get all the milk coolers. So if something goes wrong with them, it's not our staff that fixes them, they fix them or they replace them for us. I've been trying to find some grant applications. Fortunately for us, a lot of school grants are based on free and reduced eligibility data, and some of them, their cutoffs are 40 or 50%. We're going up, we dropped down a little bit. So I've been trying to find some of those some grant applications that are more about us changing what we serve or designed to increase participation or change how we serve. So I'll take a look at that, see what I can find. I've found a few, but they're not current yet, so I'm waiting for the new cycle to come up on those. This year this spring into summer, we'll have to get a wellness group together. We have to do a district policy review. That'll be due this fall to make sure we get on cycle and on time with getting that done. So that'll be one of those things we'll be working on. I'll work on setting up this spring and make sure we get it done and taken care of by fall of the next school year. The one big thing, which would be probably one of my more costly projects, which I'm not saying it's going to happen next year, but it's probably going to be something to really plan out, is I think we're at a point where we need to have some better menuing software and nutrition analysis data. I tried a couple different spreadsheets and programs or documents, and was trying to work with Danny on getting something posted that shows our nutrition information, our food allergy information, but how we want it to post and then how it was going to work. The links weren't working. If we had a live menu that was clickable online where it can just go straight to things, I think we really need that, because it's just, to have it, as soon as I put an item in, it would generate it, would be on there for everybody to see. I think it's just time we need to look into something like that to add on. The big project, which really isn't under my budget, which I appreciate, but is going to be the dish machine replacement at GMS and GHS. Those have been kind of struggling along the last couple of years, and Mike and I have been keeping an eye on it. Mike does have it in his budget for these to be covered, so we're going to be looking at getting RFPs posted for those in the next couple of weeks, and hopefully that will be a summer project we get taken care of again for GMS and GHS. Any questions at all? Sorry, Jen, I went over my 3 minutes. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, 8.02 is our future board meeting dates. On February 11th, the policy committee will meet. On February 12th, facilities and grounds will meet at 4 o'clock. On February 18th, the finance committee will meet at 4 o'clock. And on February 26th is our next regularly scheduled board meeting. Section 8.03 is an opportunity for visitors to address the school board concerning any topic. All right, hearing none. Section 9, can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.